Welcome to the What Happens Next YouTube channel. What we're aiming to do with this channel is share content designed to make sure that you're supported through whatever's next in your life. And we'd love to continue to do that. I've got a favour to ask today, and what I'd ask you to do is just subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it really helps us deliver really good quality content on a consistent basis. Thank you, and let's go on to the interview.
That and the interesting thing about that is that expectation of the sort of straight line career when people are turning around and going, well, because they're good at that job, they'd be brilliant at that job, when actually the skills, attributes and motivations are going to be fundamentally different for those two roles, right? What do you think we need to change about the conversations we have about the world of work when we're thinking about these sort of motivations?
Sorry, repeat that again, Chris. What did you?
So if we particularly in bigger organisations, if we think about work as this path that this job leads to that job, leads to that job, leads to that job, what do we need to change about that context? You know, let's take your lady as an example. The next job is this one. When she's going, hold on, no, I don't want to. What do we need to change about the conversations we have about the world of work in that regard?
I think, Chris, I think it's. I guess it's a bit of the culture, isn't it, of the organisation? You know, it was like in my nursing, life. There was a stepping stone that you went up. And I think that, for people who've been in the profession a long time, that stepping stone then was to be, say, the ward sister. Yet they might not have really wanted to do that. And then you've got to question, will they make a very good ward sister? In fact, they'll probably be better staying where they are, but developing in a different way. So I think we have to think about people as individuals. And I'm not sure that large organizations often do that. That's where I think, and certainly in a lot of public sector organizations, and what I see, people are staying there because they don't know where else to go. And then that really starts to affect their welfare and well-being. But if they're a manager in that organization, the manager starts to affect other people's welfare and well-being because they're not in the role that really drives them and really motivates them, but they don't know where to go either. And that again is where I see a lot of people like that, where we sit down and we start to explore, not so much of being we've got to be realistic here. But where do you see the next sort of 2 to 3 years? What's the planning? What do you want to do now? And nothing wrong for somebody to say, do you know what? I want to retire here. I'm more than happy to stay in this organization. But also we've got to be happy for people to move on. And I think what I'm seeing, Chris, which is very interesting in a lot of organizations, is that the generation of people who are in their sort of early 20s, probably even going into their 30s, they don't stay in a job often for more than about 2 years. And that again can be very healthy for them. But then if they feel peer support from other people, I should move on now, when actually I'm quite comfortable in this environment, and I'm motivated in this environment. So it very much, I think, depends on the individual.